Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is Ray Ray, and you can also catch me on IG at All Day Ray Ray. Just a switch of the words, Thanks for tuning in again. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. When you hit subscribe, that black bell is available to click on. That means every time I put something out, you're going to know I put it out, no matter what it is. Whether it's a bell, a housewife, an equalizer, a piece of power, a nasty piece of queen sugar. Oh, they last season. Oh, I know how I'm going to do this. I love the sentimental and the continuity of love and respect on that show. Even though it's a whole lot of contradiction of love and respect, there's so much more love and respect for them, for each other on that show. Anywho, back to Belle Collective. Child, did you watch? Child, listen. All I know is one thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain, four things I know. And a partridge in a pear tree. Listen. Okay, this argument with the girls, with Marie on FaceTime, child. Everybody was in attendance, actually. Everybody was present and accounted for this damn sistervention, child. Okay, so coming into this fight, this luncheon, was it a brunch? Oh, yeah, a sistervention by Tambra. Pete. Okay. A whole lot was going on. Now, actually, this is going to be a very serious discussion throughout the whole review. It's going to be a little, LOL, like I just did. Purely from reaction, but yet and still, it's some funny moments in this, but not a lot. It's more, the Emmy goes to this episode because it was drama filled. Okay. Like I said, they at the sistervention and they're all coming in knowing what Aikisha said about them and knowing that they've all voiced, pretty much all of them has, well, not all of them, but a good majority of them have voiced that they, don't care too much for Aikisha. Hence, nobody went to her son's birthday party, po baby. So they all know Aikisha called them ugly. We all think it's because of the shade of skin. And I think we were validated tonight because, first of all, why would Tambra say that about her homegirl, that they had this posse since high school, because they were the cute girls of the school, their posse. And I want to see a picture of this posse. Because we all know school days was what brought it out. Okay, school days brought it out. Shout out to Spike Lee. Okay, so Tambra talking about they were part of the cute girls and Aikisha calling them ugly, and then Aikisha rolls in during the argument and says that Letitia is insecure and jealous of her, which is the real issue, right? Now, I see Letitia as one of the cutest girls on this show. Like I already said, Letitia's my favorite. I got a bone to pick with her later on in this review. However, I Letitia is all of them are beautiful. Well, Letitia is one of the prettiest girls on this show. And even with whatever she wearing, and even with whatever style of hair, the face card does not decline. However, I ain't trying to upset nobody or nothing like that, but what does she have to be jealous of? I'm just saying, somebody help me out. And insecure about what? See, when women talk about the other woman being insecure, it's with, going back and forth between them two, not about her job, or not about her man, or not about how, her car. It's always, woman to woman, mano y mano, what the way I look versus the way she looks. So what makes you think you look better than Letitia? And as far as jealousy, and what about you that Letitia is insecure about, when she's, like she said a billion times, I brought you to the table. So if I think I'm the boss, where is the insecurity? And all of those are buzzwords for I look better than you because of my aesthetic. And it is what it is. Yeah, Akeisha said it. That's what she said. Now, peep this. Letitia throwing out the BITCH like it's hors d'oeuvres. Like, wait a minute. Even Tamra had to get up and like, girl, calm down. But Akeisha was taking it, so I guess they think because we on a reality show, I can't. Again, I know, not me. That y'all go ahead, give us all the entertainment you want. I don't do that, so I don't. I was, under the impression it was that they're gonna have to yell cut real quick. That's all I know. But it's obvious Akeisha's caught in a lie. Tamra came real strong about what Akeisha said. Now, to make it real interesting, as Akeisha's caught in the lie, Tamra is caught in a damn lie too. Letitia was saying, oh, so Tamra said, you can't be trusted and not to trust you, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Oh. So all of this is what I'm saying. Ain't this real reminiscent of dissension in the ranks? That's what it seemed like to me. That's why I think both of these heifers said what they said. Tamra said about Akeisha. Akeisha called the girls ugly. Yeah. So Gucci is like, I'll drink to that. Did Gucci even say something? I think she kind of just confirmed something. Girl, I don't even know what. So she was so quiet in this part. Who else was there? Melanie was there, but she was, was like, okay. But Tamra got shaded by Akeisha when Akeisha said, and this one here, oh, that's another thing that get me. Don't call me this one here. Oh, child. I just shook my neck. I wish, ooh, that irks my jerk. Okay. Now, next scene is so Gucci. It's showing Latrice a commercial property. Latrice is expanding. Good for her. And, she needs another space where she can, make a profit off of it as well. So, just as with any, property, you got that passive income while you're enjoying the property yourself. Hey, great minds think alike. Mine is more residential. Hers is commercial. I'm pretty sure she got some residential in mind, or maybe already. But for me, all that frame of thought that she doing, I put that into residential. Anywho, so good for Latrice. And then I start talking about she's kind of itching with the baby fever a little bit. I guess Cliff is rubbing off on her because the next episode, a little sneaky peek. Next episode. Next episode look good. So about the Latrice is having a little, baby fever right now. Just an inkling, just a little, not really a fever, but she's warm. she's a little warm. She feels something going on. Okay. Cliff said, no, Latrice said, I'm 3 months late. Now, I wonder what context this was in. Was it a serious, is she 3 months late, or is she talking in hypotheticals at the time? We're going to find out next. You know how production be doing, got us thinking A, B, and C, and next thing you know is N and O. Like I said, Latrice is having a little baby fever, so she's talking to Cliff. And pretty much is saying, I'm 3 months late, and my first thought is abortion. My second thought is giving the child away for adoption. And he looked... I had to laugh on that because I'm like, girl, this has to be a hypothetical, or it can't be a direct, real a reality situation going on within this reality TV show. Nah, boo. I know good and H well. Well, shoot, next week I'm gonna find out. Okay. Cliff said, I'm gonna raise that baby and give you it for adoption. This gotta be a question. This can't be a real life scenario. Girl, bye with all that mess. Next, we have so that's it with Latrice and that baby child. So next scene, Aikisha brought a delicacy home. Willie, that's his name, y'all. Last week I kept calling him Aikisha husband, child. I just might, anywho. He a little cute or something, ain't he? Child, shut up. So Aikisha husband, excuse me. So Aikisha brought a little delicacy home, her favorite mom and pop spots, Ooh, my mouth watering thinking about my favorite mom and pop spot. Ooh, child, I ain't even gonna say what it is because they ain't even in existence no more. And for those who know me, know what I'm talking about. I'm just not gonna say the name. Yeah, so Aikisha bring home her favorite, something too hot in the cotton and a lemonade or something, she said, I don't know. And some pig ear sandwich. Now, coincidentally, y'all, I'm flipping through, looking at seeing what's coming on, just checking out, seeing what's, out there to watch. And child, one of those, people that go around eating this and eating that and around the world and back again. And lo and behold, pig ears is more than just in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, I'm not a fan. It doesn't look like I'll be a fan. So I'm with Willie on this. Look, I got his name now. I'm with Aikisha's husband on this one. Nah, dog. I think I need me something else to eat. Where is my home cooked meal? She ain't cooked no home cooked. He said in 2 months he been down here. He ain't had a home cooked meal yet, girl. All right. You see what happened to Andre Watkins after he lost the 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 mayoral race. All them women lined up outside his door with casserole dishes and hot, oven mitts on because they got some food for child. Had to be like 30, 40, 50, 80 women in line with some food for him. Like somebody died. I wish. Oh, I don't let that be what's his name? Aikisha husband. Aikisha, if you, 2 months without a home cooked meal. I wish the heck. I love cooking, but anyway, this ain't about me. Aikisha, he better be lying. It don't sound like he is, but girl, all right, let him take somebody else cooking. Don't let let your anybody listening, let your man say, "Oh yeah, I mentioned I was starving. You ain't. We was joking about you having cooked for me in 2 months, and so what's her name? What's her name gonna be? Sister Taisha." Since we talking, okay, Sister Taisha heard my cry, just like the Lord heard my cry. And here she brought in some oxtails and baked turkey wings and some macaroni and cheese and some collard greens with smoked turkey, and then she made it had some cabbage with some little more same as smoked turkey and a couple of cornbread dishes. What? See, all right, some candy yams and some what? See, all right, Aikisha. I hope he better be lying. Anywho, yeah, Willie's sick and tired of Jackson. He can't get a home cooked meal. He can't even go out to the nearest whatever and get something decent to eat. As far as he's concerned, decent. He don't want to eat nothing that's fried, dyed, laid to the side. He's sick of this. He wants something grilled. He wants he wants something that ain't there, child. He want what he want, and I guess. But yeah, she mentioned about the so-called sistervention, and some things were said that really, hurt her feelings. But first, she told him how Tambra threw her under the bus, as far as, well, not throw her on the bus. I would have admitted guilt. But she said, Tambra lied on me, talking about I said something I didn't, and she put her friend Tamara in air quotes. Child, I would have said my ex-friend Tamara. Make it plain. Address that envelope. Hell. Yeah, and then she's telling Willie about what Letitia said about the comment. It really drew a line in the sand for Aikisha. Aikisha don't want to do no business with Letitia because of that. Yeah, she cut her deep, Shrek. She cut her deep. Next, we see Tambra in her I guess that's her office. It was real nondescript. It was just like, okay, the so-and-so building. So Tambra is there working on, what's that place called? Rock the Runway, and their annual show. And her publicist, Melanie, she's always there, the big, tall, Amazon with the long hair. Yeah, so Tambra's publicist, Melanie, was there, and Melanie came because of the Rock the Runway fashion show. But Melanie said, wait a minute, before we start this show, what the hell was going on at the sistervention? You got to fill me in, boo-boo. And immediately Tara went to, yeah, so-and-so, Aikisha was just off the chain. Letitia was off the chain. How about you? You stood up. But so-and-so was off the chain. Girl, deflection. That's how I know something going on. Straight deflection. If you know if you knew you stood up at this thing, you should be the first. First of all, let's talk about you. Let's just talk about you, boo. But for real. No shade, nothing like that. Just talk about you first. and then bring in somebody else. Because, girl, Tamara got up with her little self and stood up on all her toes and was like, "You said that. Yes, you did. You said that. Yes, you did. You said that. Yes, you did. You said that. Yes, you did. Yes." Not just kidding, but yeah, for real. Girl, her voice got deep like Damon. Uh, Child, I was like, oh, and they both stood up. Yeah, Keisha had to stand up because you can't just tower over me like that and just think it's all good. Which now I'm a tall woman, but at the same time, I don't care who I'm. See, I don't have arguments like that. But if I, hey, you just can't, stand up on me and think I'm not going to stand up also, because that's the stance. You stand up, you ready to pounce. All I know is somebody lying, and it sounds like Akeisha. I'm just saying, hey, I could be totally wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be totally wrong. Let me tell you. Ooh, child, what's next on my notes, girl? I took so much. I took out a whole page. I got a little bit left. But what's on my notes, child? Yeah, well, Melanie and Tambra talking about the sistervention, and that was just a kind of a disaster, and just like that Brizunch. We don't need them to host nothing else. That's all I know. Nothing else. Not even lunch. Not even breakfast. Just don't host. Not even a reunion. Y'all just show up. Anywho, what's next? Oh Lord, the JJ and them. Now, okay. This is again. I'm giving my rendition, my take, my opinion. I could be totally wrong in everything I'm saying. But since I'm here, I might as well just go ahead and finish out the review. Now, I got the girl's name because I forgot her name. So Gucci's daughter D, the one that's 6+ months pregnant. She got a axe to grind with her stepsisters, Sunjay, Star, and Sky. JJ's kids he got with his ex-wife. I think her name is Selena. I forgot how you spell it, but it's JJ has a type, and just like Gucci, so is Selena. Beautiful and family oriented. They're both similar in that way. Like um, they love their children, of course. They just want the best for them, and they seem like great parents. They really do. But it seemed like something is amiss here because D is at home. Not that she's at home, but she's at home and she's feeling anxious because her stepsisters are coming in. They visit, they have their life. College, and Sanjay is with dancing with the dancing dolls. Dee Dee for L, she's with them. I see their advertisements and all of the shows, so she's working in that capacity. One of the twins is having a baby and getting married, if not had the baby already. I follow both. Well, I follow all the ladies of the show, and actually before the show I even knew the show was starting, I started following JJ because I knew him from the other show that they were on. I was like, this dude is always funny. He is always a hoot. He is always a good watch. He always putting out something interesting. And plus he always got something funny to me because he said, "Oh yeah, that's." And then I also follow some of the girls from the show too. But he grown, so I can appreciate grown folks entertainment versus the kids coming up. I really I just watched their dancing. I love cheer. I used to do that too when I was a kid. Anywho, back to Belle Collective. So yeah, Dee is at home and she's upset at her stepsisters and she wants to clear the air. So she asks her mom to get everybody together. I mean, as soon as they walk in, it seemed like they ain't went to the bathroom or washed their face yet before they start talking. Maybe that's why things didn't really go well. Maybe they were, just a little uncomfortable from wherever they were, that the trip over. But anywho, so they're arguing about perceptions, and basically for the last 10 years, Dee has felt ostracized and not welcomed by her stepsisters. And perhaps it could have been shade. I mean, the shade of her tone, of her skin. I'm like, well, damn, girl, you only a shade or two darker than them. I mean, you and your mama are same color, and both of y'all kind of light. So what's the problem? I don't think it's so. Anyway, I like the way Sanjay shut that down real quick, like down, before she can finish saying what she was saying in that sentence. Sanjay's like, "Oh no, it's definitely not that." I know that's right, Sanjay. Make it plain. And with the twins, their thing is, well, you are giving the same thing that you say we're giving you. And it just sounds like it needs to be a wash. From that statement, I would have stepped in and said, okay, a little, I would have gave him a little something, a few words to say after that to maybe expound. But if I didn't hear no more expounding, I would have jumped in and be like, you know what, as auntie, hey, I'm auntie. As auntie, this is what I'm hearing. Both of y'all had the same feeling about each other, and both of y'all don't agree with each other. So at the same time, how about we just make it a wash? How about we just apologize for how we made each other feel? We didn't mean to make each other feel that way. However you felt, however I made you feel, I'm sorry. How about that? Instead, we're going back and forth. No, it wasn't like that. No, I never did that. Well, apparently something had to happen. But in a way, Dee did say when So Gucci, her mama, was getting with in the beginning, relationship, how she catered more so to JJ and his daughters and kind of left her behind. So it sounded like she got a bone to pick with her mama versus them, because the kids are going to do what they're allowed to do. And if this is the first time they've ever had a discussion about things, then that's a problem that, that falls on the parent's shoulders, not the kids, even though the kids now is good and grown. It's 10 years later. They fucking having babies, hormones all over the place. They think they know they right. And most of us did at that age. Because, that's how folks think at that age. I just think it will be a lot better if Auntie Ray told, if y'all listening, if Star, Sky, D, Sanjay, Star, and Sky, if y'all listening, just apologize for how the other felt and move on. If y'all ain't got nothing dire, if y'all not talking about you stole from me, or you slept with my man, I mean, if it ain't nothing detrimental to that point, because even though it was chopped and screwed and we saw what was not on the cutting room floor, the soap thing, but this is a long time and her feelings have been going on, plus she pregnant. Give her a little slack, y'all. She in that third trimester, child. So it's going, actually she in her second trimester. Shoot, 24 weeks. She's 6 months. It's a lot going on with a pregnant woman. So with all that being said, y'all just need to apologize to each other for how I made you feel. Everybody, I'm sorry I made you feel. Everybody say it to each other. Individually, not a collective sisterhood, but everybody. Say that and say, I promise not to do it no more. I love you. Let's move on. Let's be better. Let's move on. I mean, something to that effect. But if you're going to keep talking about it with no resolution, ain't no, it's just going to go on and linger. at some point, somebody just got to say, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. It was not my intention, and I'm not going to do it no more. What's wrong with that? What's next on my list? Did I say everything? Let's see. Okay, so now again, parents got to step in and not just let stuff, linger. If y'all is about communication, y'all should have been communicating a long time ago. So it's one thing to say it, but you got to put a plan of action in place. And I think that's what D needs. Sounds like. Now, I ain't no therapist. I ain't trying to tell folks what to do. Again, my opinion. I could be totally wrong in this. I don't think I am. But I can be totally wrong, child. It's all good. What's next on my list? Oh, yeah, okay. So that's it with that. We got Rock the Runway in Jackson, their annual show. Tambra and Gary with the T is hosting, and they showing flashbacks of yesteryear, and they looking good, child. Gary with the T never lets me down. Hello. He always got something good on. Well, when he's, in real life professional spaces, not when he just lounging, because there's a few outfits that he shouldn't have been lounging in. But anyway, Rock the Runway. Now they got a couple of folks. They got Melanie and So Gucci walking in it. Melanie looking like she looking. Damn, girl, go ahead, girl. But JJ, if you don't stay your behind off the stage, if you ain't a model, get your behind off, and then you're gonna throw money like. Now I understand you that's mine, and all the premise that goes behind making it rain. I get it, but this is a fashion show, homie. All I know is that wasn't supposed to happen. Anywho, then we got doggone Greedy interrupting, just Greedy as usual. He interrupts with flowers, a bouquet of flowers. And she's like, oh, thank you. She thought he was going to propose. Latrice thought he was going to propose. Child, that man ain't proposing. Because look, now remember I told you about that sneak peek? Sneak peek next week. He asking her to move in together. No proposal. She give him that laugh like, motherfucker, no, you didn't just ask me to move in. Yeah, it's what you allow. I mean, if your homegirl if your homegirl's over there getting cheated on, having babies on, and she, inviting him out tonight and whatnot, why wouldn't my emotional connection be a problem? You know what I'm saying? Why do I need to propose to you? See, men look at friend groups, y'all. I believe so. And they know birds of a feather flock together. So when she put up with that, I can say I was, well, what my nickname is. Okay, dude. I believe Taisha is, again, unless she's batshit crazy, I believe Taisha. I believe that they messing around and he's playing it low and dumb, like ain't nothing going on, because it just doesn't make sense for him to take that attitude. But anywho, that ain't my man, child. It's just a TV show. What else is next on my notes? Yeah, Tamara thought it was gonna be a proposal. Girl, if you need to let him know. Do you plan to propose? She need to have another conversation, or maybe have the conversation on film so we can know you've had the conversation. Because you already got issues with trying to have a baby, and you ain't even got the wedding down yet. So and we all know what stress does to a woman's innards. Come on now, Greedy. Yeah, so Letitia approaches Greedy, and they all, drinking, having a good time. Oh yeah, we know each other from way back when, high school days and whatnot. So Letitia versus Greedy, she pulls Greedy aside and lets him know what Taisha said, and he's just him and Han and talking about, man, that was back in 2014, and you talking about now we ain't got no connection. See, that's the one thing Tamara didn't say. She went through all that, one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready now, go. Uh, she laid out all these facts that she knows, but she failed to mention that. Now, I thought I heard him say that was in 2014, meaning me and her were fucking around in 2014, 8 years ago. Now we all know him and Tamara been off and on and off for a while, and like she said last year when he started coming around. But hey, Letitia is trying to make it seem like it's some current stuff according to what she said. But Greedy is just getting a little too hyped about the conversation of Taisha. And I'm like, where Glenn at? Shouldn't he be on her hip with all the danger going on in Jackson? I'm pretty sure if Glenn was there, he wouldn't have talked to Letitia like that. Yeah, to Letitia like that. I don't think so. That's just my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. I just don't think he would talk to him like that. It's my opinion, y'all. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Yeah, but Latrice sees something a little weird about Tambra and Damon and how their relationship is off, or something ain't right. But in the midst of all of this, they going, pretty much he's saying what he's saying, and it's a crowd now because they know that he's upset and he's letting out his frustrations on a woman. Not to say that anything is happening, you know what I mean. People tend to look when it's a man and a woman, having an adversarial conversation, right? Where is Glenn? Where he at, flirting somewhere? Child, please. Okay, so after Latrice say that, we hear Letitia say, well, everybody know I don't lay down. She said just like that. Everybody know I don't lay down. And she had a drink in her hand, real animated. Then they cut to a little what they call it, confessional about Tamara, talking about now everybody been drinking, having a good time. Yeah, I can tell Letitia been drinking. She been sipping on that cup and the ice and whatnot, trying to savor the flavor. Child, wait a doggone minute. Wait a minute. Then armed security Otis come in and just sweeps them away. You can see he the old school. It's like what's them, like the cops would have their shoulder harness under their arm. That's what this man had. I'm like, is that a gun under his arm? The teacher's like, what is this? See, that's that liquor talking. That's a liquor talking, child. Where's my water? My throat's a little parched, child. Give me some water. Yeah, and security just sweeps them away, adios. I'm like, well, doggone, what happened? So we all like, what? The teacher's like, huh? For real? And that was the end of the doggone episode. Letitia, again, I said you my favorite, but something ain't adding up. You been this man since you was 18, cheating on you all the time, pretty much. You said 17 times of cheating. Child. He got a 9-year-old possible. He said the baby got the nose like him. Now, but ain't no test taken. Now, all these upgraded DNA tests, why is we still talking about whether or not the baby is his? And you got a 7-year-old, and just last year, after his so-called will you marry me again, or whatever that was. That same night, he texting chicks, bitches. He texting bitches, chicks, and females, and all sorts of things. That's the part I don't get. And then you say you need to change. You mean that why are you accepting this? That's my question. Why? It just is so contradictory. Now I'm again, you my favorite girl. You my favorite. But damn, I don't know. I don't know. About to call you another name, Letitia. Letitia, I ain't trying to break up no happy home, but your home ain't. You ain't even in the home. And why did you leave with the baby? Why ain't he gone? He ain't even there all the time. Ain't he gone? He only home for 2 weeks every so often, girl. That's the. I don't know. Is this all a joke? I mean, no, it's not a joke, but I don't know. Again, anybody can say their relationship is different. Of course it is. But the same old song and dance, I don't. I guess. I mean, if he can have a baby on you, why wouldn't he text other coochie? And it wasn't just texting. This man is setting up all kind of things and whatnot, not what, seeing women and whatnot, not what. Still, like, really? I guess that's the perplexed part about it. You know, it's a privilege to be with you. So why you keep giving him chance after chance to make you look like a doggone fool? Now you look like a fool, not just in Jackson, but on the World Wide Web television. I love you. I like you, girl. You my favorite. But just help me understand. I mean, of course, you don't owe me nothing. But since you're on this show displaying all this, you're going to have to clear this up. That's all I'm saying. Now, again, I could be totally wrong in all of what I'm saying. I don't think I am. I think I'm being fair. What you think? Anything else happen in this episode? Because the guys was pretty quiet. It's the girls that's rumbling in the jungle and carrying on. But I really do believe. Oh yeah, that one line. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back, child. Okay, back to So Gucci and JJ's mess at the house with their kids. This one line So Gucci said, and y'all probably know what I'm talking about, when she said how she had to step in when their mama wasn't around. What that mean? I mean, I need that explained too, because is it a sickness, or something, or what kind of sickness, or what? Because it don't seem like their mama would, intentionally not be their mama. So that's interesting. I hope I'm not looking at it the wrong way, but if it's about her illness, that should have never been said. It would, we're going to have to brush up on our explanations and things. But I just need to know what that meant, because I heard through the grapevine, Twitter grapevine, I heard that they mama ain't too happy about that comment. Oh, child. And we gonna have and I'm and I have viewed her channel on more than one occasion. Especially, I think it was Christmas time. They had a lot of different videos, but I've been watching. Like I said, I'm a fan from way back about these girls dancing. So how things, branched off and moved on and carrying on. I've been, watching folks throughout the years, and it never occurred to me that their mom may have been unfit in any type of way. But then again, they didn't show everything. And we never will know everything until we know, right? So yeah, that was Belle Collective, y'all. Season 2, episode 6. One thing about it, two things for sure. What she say? One thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. That was them bells, y'all. They was ringing tonight. Ooh, they was ringing. What you think? Marie was hardly in the mess, but she did add in her 2 cents on FaceTime. What you think? Ooh, you think Latrice gonna have that baby child? I don't. She said she got some work to do. Period. Ooh, child. Mm, 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 mm. Well, mess is messy. That's why I focus on reality. Ain't nobody on these reality TV shows not giving a mess. So just know, mess, we just got to find out or just welcome in whatever mess it is, child. But yeah, that was Belle Collective season 2, episode 6. Let me know, break it down in the comments what you think. And Ramon, listen to my outro, y'all.